And so it was with XP and Drachmae 5.0 that you have achieved godhood. You have unlocked every ability point. You have unlocked every mastery. Congratulations, you played yourself. I'm kind of joking. What's up, everybody? Now that we got this brand new XP farm, the same thing happens that happens every single time we find a new glitch or anything like that. You guys always ask me, how do I get more materials? How do I upgrade my stuff now? Now I'm like this level 99 noob and I have all these abilities and stuff, but I don't have what I need to upgrade or purchase or get anything going, really, including the ship. The Industria is still like a plank of wood on the sea, while everything else is like a Sherman tank rolling through you. I'm Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin. I'm going to show you how to get some quick materials to help you out. And also, I'm going to show you why you kind of did play yourself if you did this from like level 10 to level 99 plus. Here we go. So like I was saying before, you achieved godhood. You got all kinds of drachmae. You got all your ability points. You're rocking out. You've got every single mastery, every single ability. But the thing is that things like your ship are suffering and you really don't have the resources in order to upgrade them. That is not good. Especially if this is your main. At least in my case, I had a main, I had several other files, and being that my main was level 99, I could download any sort of armor that I had on any other file to any separate file, and I could continue to do that for all eternity, and it'll be whatever level I'm at when it gets downloaded. So here you see that my Alexios file now has the the Helios Radiant set, and it's at level 99, and it's because I hit level 99, I was able to download it by going to the store and just downloading it that way. This causes a problem for other people, though, because you do not have the ability to obtain any materials in a quick amount of time, so you guys are asking for farms. So there's actually a couple of different things you could do. One of the most common, and it's kind of like rough for some people because they don't want to spend all that drachmae, but what you're going to have to do is go to a blacksmith and basically buy up everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Every single weapon. Alright? As you can see, some of these weapons are level 97, 98. So if this is your main and you don't have any gear at all that's level 99, what you may have to do is go and make some of these purchases from the store and see if you get, you know, like anything good that you can use in the meanwhile. All right. Obviously, as you go along, you check the rolls, you get like other things that you need. And as you can see, it gets pretty expensive, but I mean, this is something that you have to do. You have to buy all this gear up. And the reason you're buying all this gear up is because as soon as you buy all this gear up, you're going to break it all down. At least everything that you cannot use, you're going to have to break down. You see that he's got a Phobos skin there. You are going to have to buy the skin. An epic unicorn. Huh, I've never seen that before. You also have to buy all these crafting materials. Now, a lot of people make a mistake. They don't pay attention and they think that what they have to do is only buy the crafting materials. No, you're supposed to buy everything that's in the store. Okay? You buy it all. Now you see he's got nothing. You're able to like go to your materials now and you probably still are not able to upgrade as many things as like you believe you can. Like, let's see, here's something level 5. This is like a special item. In order to upgrade that, it's probably still going to cost like a lot. But what you're going to do is everything that you just bought, you're just going to tear down. You see how you got all those materials? That's what you're going to do. Epics, pay attention to epics, because if they are something that you can really use, you don't want to break it down. There are epic builds as well that you can create, which Epic actually has extra slots. So you might be able to do something even better than legendary gear sets. You gotta pay attention to that. The reason these aren't breaking down, by the way, is because these are like special items from like Tostino's Pizza Rolls or something like that. So when you're dismantling those things, it should say dismantle. If it doesn't say dismantle, it means that it's some kind of like special or rare thing. Sometimes when you go to the Ecos of the Olympians and you pull it, like here we go, the Rearranger. You go to the Ecos of the Olympians and you try to pull some legendary gear. Sometimes you'll get one of those rare items, and don't get angry. It actually is a special item. May not be the item you want, but it's still a special item. So there we go. I'm not gonna like rip every single thing here, but as you can see, we got some like new materials and everything like that. Now the thing is that when you check with the, you'll be able to come back and buy some more depending on the day. Like he'll restock his thing. If he doesn't restock, what you'll have to do is dusk till dawn, and if you dusk till dawn, he'll usually have some brand new material upon coming into the thing. But again, please remember, listen, pay attention. You have to buy every item that he has. Okay? Once you get everything that he's got, and you do dusk till dawn a couple of times, or you try to buy and nothing is showing up or anything like that, you're going to have to move on to another blacksmith in another town and see if like you could gather up gear like that. So this is just one method. Again, it is going to be a pain. It is going to take a lot, and you are going to have to make a lot of purchases. As you can see, I'm not even upgrading anything yet, and I'm already almost at like only 2/3 left of what I had as far as materials go, or as far as Drachmae goes. Unfortunately, this is a sacrifice that you have to make in order to get as much material as you can to break it down. Unless you want to go and just make a purchase off the store. Now, I just mentioned this in the last clip, but coming to the store. If you purchase any of these things from the Helix store, they will come out at level 99. So you will be able to have gear and weaponry. Like I said, that is at level 99. That's up to you if you want to spend that money, though. Some people do not want to spend that money. Some people would rather hold on to their money. It all depends. If you are going to spend a lot of money, though, what you may want to do is actually buy like a gear pack. You kind of maximize what you get. You get like the full outfit, weapons, mount, things of that nature. So, again, still that's up to you. If you want to buy the weapons and stuff individually, that's cool too. You got to pay attention to what you're doing. You got to see what you really want to work out. If you actually already have a main that was level 99, and you have a lot of Ecos of the Olympian pulls, you could just go to the owned tab of the Helix store, and you could just go and look for things that you already have. As I said before, I pulled the Radiant set because my Cassandra had the Radiant set already. That I actually got it on her. But now I have all these other things that I could pull onto Alexios or any other save file that I create. All right? So the store is a second option. You may not want to spend cash, real world money for that. Again, that's up to you. Another thing you may want to consider is the Athens Wall Run. You come over here to Attica, you come over here to Athens, you pick a wall, and basically you're going to run around the length of the wall, killing all the people and grabbing all the gear on the different shelves and whatnot. And there even is a Athens Wall Run that people have created, a couple of them, where you could actually come in and just basically follow the directions in order to do the run. The run is very simple itself. All you have to do, like I said, just come around, make sure that you kill all the guards. Unfortunately, what's really going to be sad is that at this level, you're not going to have enough gear or skill to take out the guards. So initially, what you may even want to do is you may not even want to like actually attack the guards your first couple of times. You may want to just run the length of the wall and grab stuff off the racks until you get to the point where eventually you can attack the guards, and you are powerful enough to attack the guards. That was one of the things that I was trying to say in the beginning when I said you kind of played yourself. As you can see, well, actually, see this rack? You're going to grab stuff off that rack. You're going to grab whatever drachmae you find laying around. Keep going. We're going to ignore all these guys because obviously because we don't have the right gear. As I was saying before, this is where you kind of played yourself. As you saw, I attacked the soldier and my sword skill wasn't even high. So I wasn't doing the massive amount of damage output that I could be doing, which stinks. Okay, so this section of the wall is kind of like lame, but here, this is what I wanted to show you guys. You have an engravings list. As you attack, you gain extra power. So here you go. Look, Swordmaster. Kill 200 enemies while wielding a sword. I'm not even at level 4. I only have 9% damage with swords. 10% warrior damage. I'm going to have to go and visit Hephaestus and make those purchases in order to strengthen that. Find Ostrakas in order to strengthen that. And also I'm going to have to go around and just basically end up attacking animals, people, in order to try to get all those engraving classes up. So sadly, yeah, this is kind of lame. You know, I'm at a real crappy section of there we go. There's a piece of material that we could use to break down. I apparently got to a real cruddy section of the Athens wall. But this is basically all you're going to do. Maximize it. You should be able to like use assassin abilities and just run and slay these guys. Like do the rush assassination. Hit that guy from that distance. To hit another guy from another distance. That way you just keep going. You keep running. And as you're going along, you're gaining material. See, I got iron metal from that guy. You're gaining material from these guys. Unfortunately, as you can see, I'm not strong enough to actually get all the materials that I want. So I'll have to keep doing this a couple of times. I'll have to strengthen my gear. And I'll have to attack anyway in order to strengthen my my engravings. But this is pretty much all you do. You're just going to have to run around, collect items, keep it moving, and you'll have to wash, rinse, repeat. When you get to the end, you break it all down. And you should have a bunch of materials that you need. And this is actually a better way to do it if you do not want to spend drachmae. There are no actual material farms, unfortunately. So another spot you may want to go is to Thebes. Here is Attica, where we have the Athens Wall Run. You go this way and you'll run into Thebes in Boeotia. Thebes, basically it has another wall. It's a smaller wall so you'll be able to move quicker. But the principle is still the same. You're going to run around. You want to like kill everything. As you're killing stuff, you'll collect whatever gear and items they have. And also as you're running around, you're collecting from all these little weapon racks. As you can see, I got metal. Now, just to make it quicker, you're going to want to do like rush assassinate. So that way you're like flying through the area. Especially in situations where there's like a bunch of guards that are like, you know, just put together. So that way you're able to like hit one, kill him, take his stuff, then launch onto the next one, kill him, take his stuff, and keep going. And just keep paying attention to like what's what. Keep paying attention to what you've got here. Here, look, this is a perfect example up here. So here we go. Got that guy. There we go. And that way we move through quicker. Now, honestly, I shouldn't have done that because there was this rack right here. And then we could have continued. So you want to do this run, gather as much material as you can, defeat these guys, take all their stuff as well. That way you get a ton of material. Try to avoid like large clumps of them unless you're going to actually use rush assassinate. So that way you're not like fighting a bunch of them all at once. But there you go, as you saw, got a bunch of them down, moved quick into the next section. Nothing there. As you're doing these runs, like, you'll know what's where and what you really have to look for and whatnot. So that way you could do these like a little bit speedier. And like I said, just keep moving, keep going, until you get as much material as possible. Finally, and this you may want to do after you get a little bit of health and things under your belt, you get a little bit of engravings, you may want to come and raid these fortresses. Especially the Trachis fort. There's a bunch of like racks that are very close to each other with a lot of material. There are a lot of soldiers here you could take out in order to like get material from them as well. I like to come here often. This is honestly where I do my videos for my builds. I'm very comfortable with this area. You come here, you just tear everything up. As you can see, a lot of guards here, dropping a lot of materials. And of course with this build, I get more powerful as I'm lit on fire. Kinds of weapon racks. You could run in any direction and you'll see weapon rack. Keep running. Rack. There's a rack on the other side. There was 3 right there. Here goes another rack. Another rack. And this is just like the second tier over here. You got all these things. There's also a what do you call it? A treasure chest for the city or whatever. The faction chest. As you can see, a lot of different other Mystioses will want to come and play. Then we could run up here. And again, there's more racks up here. There we go. Another one. There's like 4 or 5 of these things as well, the supplies. And those supplies, before burning them, you could just grab materials clean off of them. See, as you can see, there's tons of stuff here. And try not to break them as you're like fighting. You want to make sure you don't break them. You want to make sure you get them. Oh, plus these pigs that are in this pen here, you could actually kill those pigs for leather. Hey, there's a bunch of nice stuff. See these pigs in here? Kill them all, and now you have a whole bunch of leather there. So it's just a very useful area. You definitely want to get in here. Everything down. Alright, pay attention to like some of the gear. Some of the gear you may want to like keep because it may be like really good. You may use it for something else. Some of it may be special. Like Testiculos' Nutcracker holds a very endearing spot in my heart. And I'm going to keep it. But you continue. You just break down things that you don't need. You take everything that you consider garbage, trash, whatever. Just break it down. As you can see, if you're looking on the right, you see I've got all kinds of like materials coming up. Just to let you know, when you come across bows, more than likely you don't want to break them down. They really don't yield a lot. So they actually sell for a lot. So you may want to sell them for a lot rather than actually breaking them down for materials. You know, but everything else is fair game. Like, you know, all these helmets and stuff like that. And you do see that like I'm keeping like some of these like things, some of these epics, because you can make gear or builds with some of these epic sets. As you can see, legendary sets have 2 slots, a set slot, and a slot that you can add. Epic gear has 3 slots, and then they also have a section that you could add. But you could add a gear set bonus to these things, so why not? It all depends. If you could get like a ton of like crit damage and critical chance and things like that, and then just add something that you wanted as well, alter these things so that they look like the gear that you want them to look like, it's actually like much better. So, like I said, break all this stuff down, and eventually you'll have enough gear that you need, or enough materials that you need, in order to upgrade a lot of your old gear. Okay, it gets expensive, and then Drachmae is very expensive as well, or it's very tough to come by in some situations, so you may want to make sure that like you've got plenty of Drachmae when you are breaking this stuff down. You may want to do the wall runs. I know it sucks. I know it's like really tough, like running around and doing these things in order to like gain all those materials. And you may feel like you don't have enough materials. And as you can see, the gear capacity is 350 in total. And with my gear capacity, most of it is freaking legendary gear, just because I'm always experimenting. But you know, try that. Gain as much as you can as far as materials, and then go see the blacksmith and see what you could upgrade and set up. All right. Other than that, there really are no farms for materials. You could run around the world and like look for stuff, and you know that's going to be a pain. You could go see if you could find like massive amounts of animals and kill them for like leather en masse, but it's just not going to work out. Your best situation are the wall runs. From the blacksmith, breaking down all the blacksmith's gear, seeing if he's got more in stock, or dusk till dawning till he's got more in stock. And then after that, if you run out of Drachmae, you go back over to XP and Drachmae Farm 5.0. You step in it again, you gain max Drachmae as well. The only problem with that, and this is a fear of mine, that I'm just warning people just in case. As you can see, 2,370 ability points, nowhere to put them. All right, I literally, as you can see, 112 ability points have been spent on abilities and 1640 have been spent on mastery levels. That's it. That is all of them. There is nowhere else to put this thing. At this point, it would have been great if Ubisoft had did like Origins, where you could just continuously put stuff in masteries so that you just become a complete beast. In Assassin's Creed Origins, Bayek, you could put all these ability points in like his warrior class, wear no weapon, and just one punch a war elephant, which is one of the toughest creatures in the game. You could put it all in, I believe, the hunter's class, which they have in Origins, and you could just shoot one arrow at the gods and kill them in one hit. I mean, yeah, why would you want to be OP? But the whole reason is because, you know, it's for some people it's fun. Anyway, that's it. Those are the best ways you could do it. That's how you gaining materials. Do you have any secrets? Is there anything that works for you? Is there anything that you've seen? Any material farm stories? Like I said, I do not believe there are material farm stories, but some people have gotten lucky and come across some of those. Let me know in the comments below what you found. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. Ring that bell so that way whenever I produce any more content and put it on, you're one of the first people to know about it. As always, thank you for watching.